Victor Foxtrot 5-2.
En route to Stafford Street, over.
Target en route.
Bringing it in now, about 15 minutes out, over.
Have eyes on target.
It's a big haul. 500 grand, you reckon? What's the crime number?
P587134 Purcell.
Purcell?
Percy Purcell. We've been after him for ages. Couldn't peg anything on him. Then we had a lucky break. Shit sticks, as they say. Not as clean as his name suggests.
Be with you in a minute.
Okay, so you think it's an inside job? What makes you think that? I see. Yes, I'll let the governor know.
Something wrong, mate?
Yeah, mate. There's been a theft at Stafford Street, Nick. Someone got into the evidence storeroom. Money's been taken. They think it may have been an inside job.
Just been on the phone to the chief super at Stafford Street, Nick. He seems to think he's got a bent copper there. And I gave him my pledge that we would root the bastard out.
We just heard, sir. We'll get over there straight away, see what we can find out.
Yes, I think we should all go. I know the chief super. Be good to catch up. Okay, fella. You know what you have to do.
Yes, sir. Okay, everyone. I'm DS Knott, and this is the Flemm AC12.5. This station is now in lockdown. Nobody enters or leaves without our say-so. All leave is cancelled. Christmas is cancelled. Everything is cancelled.
Right, let's get this show on the road, see what we can find.
Okay, you two. See if you can uncover any grime that's lurking in here. See if you can uncover any bent coppers. I'm going to speak to the Chief Super.
There's pee on the floor.
Who was on duty when the crime was committed?
It was PC Harris. He's been taken to hospital. He was unconscious when we found him, in a real bad way.
What happened to him?
Looks like he was hit on the back of the head. Funny thing is, there was a strong smell of lemon.
That is unusual. OK, we'll talk to him later, see what he has to say. One thing, what time did this happen?
It was late last night, when a CID team found him, around 2000 hours.
OK, thanks for that. Anything?
It's a bit of a mess. Stuff everywhere. Whoever did this knows the place and the routine of the officer on duty. They really cleaned up. Must be an inside job.
Coffee, mate?
No, thanks. Just that cuppa.
You got anything yet?
No. Place is clean. Looks like it was a professional job.
All right, mate. Did you just see that? Why is he taking a selfie at the crime scene?
Who's that photographer?
That's Jim Sheen.
What's he doing taking selfies in a crime scene?
Oh, he's got a bit of a thing about collecting crime scenes. You know, I was there kind of thing. He's a bit of an odd bod, if you ask me. I think he's got a bit of a thing going on the side. Know what I mean?
No, what do you mean exactly?
You know, dodgy photos.
What sort of dodgy photos?
Well, it's rumoured that he does models on the side, you know.
Really? Why is he still doing this job?
Well, he's good at his job, and I mean, it is just gossip. He's a bit of a loner. He doesn't mix well. Girls find him a bit creepy.
I think we better have a look at the CCTV, see if it throws anything up.
I've been talking to the Chief Super. He seems to think he's a bent copper, all right. I hate bent coppers.
That photographer looks a bit dodgy. Could be worth a look into his activities.
PC Harris, he was friendly with an Adam Jacks. He's not on duty today, but I think it's worth getting him in for questioning.
Okay. You two finish off here and get back to the office.
Okay, sir. I'll just go and get the CCTV footage from last night. Kay, come and look at this.
What is it, mate?
Watch. There's a flash from inside the evidence room office. There, did you see it?
Yes, Steve, but why is that significant?
That CSI officer, Sheen, was taking selfies at the scene of the crime. He likes to take trophy photos of the scenes he's been to. What if it was him that broke in and took a trophy photo after he committed the crime?
Well, that'd certainly put him high up on our list of suspects, but what's his motive, mate?
Don't know, mate, but I reckon he's a bit dodgy.
What is it, what?
Excuse me, ma'am, but we've just been given a lead.
Who gave you this, what?
It was left at reception. Nobody saw who left it.
Bit of a dodgy lead, if you ask me. What's in the photo?
Oh, I don't think I am, sir.
What?
In the photo.
No, I didn't mean that. What's in the photo? I meant what's in the photo. Oh, never mind. Thank you.
That's PC Harris. This has been taken at the crime scene.
It must have been taken by Sheen. He was taking photos.
Yeah, but this one's been taken at night. Look, the lighting's darker. I bet that flash that we saw is what was on CCTV coverage.
You two, over here. So, what progress have we made?
Not much yet, sir. Doesn't make sense.
We need to understand why not.
Why not what, sir?
What?
Yes, sir?
Pardon?
PC what, sir? Did you want me? You mentioned my name.
No, I don't want you. DS not. As I was saying, we need to get to grips with the whys and the wherefores.
Yes, sir?
Pardon?
PCY, sir. You just mentioned my name. Can I get you anything?
No, you can't get me anything. DS not. As I was saying, we need to get to grips with the whys, the wherefores, but most importantly, how.
Yes, sir?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, just get out of here. All of you, just leave. Go. It's got to be an inside job. Bastards. Who could be so callous as to do such a thing? I hate bent coppers. Did they find anything in the evidence room?
They found some white powder. We're waiting for forensics to let us know what it is.
We don't think it's Charlie, sir. They didn't have any stored there. We think it was brought in by the perpetrators.
Charlie? Who's Charlie? Oh, Charlie. Right.
I think it's worth talking to CSI Officer Sheen. There's definitely something strange going on there. And Officer Jacks, he was very close to Harris, sir.
Okay. Go get them in. Let's see what they've got to say for themselves. You know, I can't help thinking that this is just a red herring. We're missing something here.
For the benefit of the DIR, interview with Sergeant Adam Jacks. Answering either yes or no, can you confirm you are Sergeant Adam Jacks?
Yes.
Present are Superintendent Hasty, DI Flemm, Sergeant Jacks and his Police Federation representative.
Thank you for coming. Can I call you Adam, or would you prefer Officer Jacks?
Adam will be fine, sir.
At this point, I must point out that my member has the right to be questioned by an officer at least one rank senior.
I know, fella. This is just a preliminary interview. Adam, we just have a few questions that need answering. D.I. Flemm.
How do you see PC Harris? Is he reliable?
Daz. He's worse than white, ma'am.
He's not one for bending the rules, then. You know, letting people into the evidence office on the QT in case they've mislaid anything, if you know what I mean.
No. Daz is straight up. He's not a bent copper. He does everything by the rule book.
I understand he has an interest in photography.
You'll have to ask him that, ma'am.
I'm asking you, son, seeing as how PC Harris can't help us with our inquiries at this time.
Well, yeah, I know he likes taking photographs, and sometimes he asks Jim Sheen for tips when he visits the station.
Jim Sheen?
Yeah, Jim Sheen.
The CSI officer?
Yes.
The same Jim Sheen who was taking photos in the evidence office?
Yeah, I've heard he loves his work. That's why he takes selfies.
Don't you find that strange? Bit morbid?
Well, yes, ma'am. Well, it's not your usual behaviour, ma'am. But then again, he's not your usual sort of person.
What do you mean?
He likes cleaning. He cleans everything. A bit of a germ phobia, I think. I've been told his house is spotless. He wipes everything, surfaces, handles, anything that anybody's ever touched.
And why would he do that, fella?
It's just his way, sir. Bit meticulous, if you ask me. Bit OCD.
Mr. Sheen shines umpteen things clean.
What was that, sir?
Nothing, just thinking aloud.
To your knowledge, does he have any dealings with Jim Sheen outside of work?
I don't know.
Really? Is this really necessary? My member obviously doesn't know this man. Are we going to be very much longer?
Look, fella, it's quite obvious that he knows a lot more than what you think. Is there anywhere else you need to be?
Do you know of anyone that would wish any harm upon P.C. Harris? Do you... Jesus, Mary and Joseph, and where do you think you're going?
I'm going to the toilet, Doc. I'll be back in a jiff.
Jesus, Mary, Mother of God and the wee donkey, just terminate the interview. What's that smell? Is that your perfume, Kate? Smells lemony.
No, sir. It's not me.
Sir, we have an address for Jim Sheen, the CSI photographer. I think we should keep an eye on him.
I agree, but no surveillance. I'd have to clear that with the AC and he won't like the OT. Plus, he might need help from the CCU. And if things get nasty, we're going to need AFOs.
We wouldn't, sir. I've already checked with the CRO. He's got no previous. We will need an ISO. And we could form a JAG with Stafford Street, if you like.
No, that won't be necessary. This is just a straightforward EG at this moment. Kate, I want you to be SIO on this one. Steve, on your way out, get me a CDM.
CDM, sir?
A CDM. A Capra's Dairy Milk. But Jesus, you need to take a trip down memory lane, son.
Sorry, sir. I can't seem to find Memory Lane. Which part of town is it in?
Oh, Jesus, Mother of God. Just go and get me a bent copper. Have you got anything yet?
Not yet, sir. We recovered these photos from a memory stick we found at Sheen's office. He's one sick bastard. Just look at some of these.
Ooh. Stop, wait. I know him. We interviewed him about just over a year ago. Yeah, he was caught nicking cleaning products from the station. Thought he had a substance abuse issue or something like that. What was his name? The DI. It was a DI. DI. Muscle. DI Muscle.
What happened to him, sir?
He got kicked out of the force. Lost everything. Pension, everything. Now he's just plain old Mr. Muscle. Never did quite know why he stole all those cleaning products.
If he was that friendly with our not-so-clean Mr. Sheen, they could have been working together. We could have motive and opportunity. Must be a revenge attack. He obviously needs money. This could be payback against the people that got him dismissed.
Well, I think we need to pay Mr. Muscle a visit. See what he has to say for himself.
Yes, sir. We'll get right on it.
DI Flemm, DS Knott. We're here to... Just a minute. Aren't you the cleaner from the neck?
You, get round the back. Stop her.
For the benefit of the DIR, present... For the benefit of the DIR, present are Superintendent Hasty, DI Flemm, DS Knott, Mrs. Helen Muscle and her solicitor.
Well, Mrs. Muscle. It is Mrs., isn't it?
Yes, I'm a widow.
I have to advise you that you are being interviewed under Reg 15.
May I advise you, my client isn't a serving police officer and therefore isn't subject to Reg 15.
I don't care. Look, fella, if I say she's going to be interviewed under Reg 15, she will be interviewed under Reg 15.
Whatever you say.
Mrs. Muscle, what relationship is Mr. Michael Muscle to you?
He's my son.
Your son? Your son was kicked out of the force for stealing cleaning products. You wouldn't know anything about that now, would you?
He was only trying to help me.
How was he trying to help you?
I was doing cleaning jobs on the side for a few small companies and was working all hours just to make ends meet. He was just procuring a few cleaning bits and pieces for me on the side.
But your son was on a good salary. Surely he could have helped you out financially.
He was always broke. Oh, he had to spend his money on other things.
Just making ends meet, that's what you've just said. Can I refer to document 9 in your folder? This is a photo of you and your son taken on holiday in New York. Can you tell me how you paid for this holiday? There is a probability greater than 99.9% that this was paid for with ill-gotten gains.
Well, I can... I think we should take a break. My client is getting very distressed.
I'll be the one who decides whether we take a break or not.
Sir, me, sir.
No, not you, not. Carry on.
I refer to document 10 in your folder. This is a screenshot of you arriving for work at Stafford Street Police Station. This is a very expensive car. Can you advise whose car this is you're getting out of?
It's my car, but I can explain.
So, Mrs. Muscle, it wasn't just the cleaning products, was it? You broke in to the evidence office of the Stafford Street Nick, You stole the tea and coffee fund to fund your lifestyle, didn't you?
We had a good thing going on. You bastards ruined it. And ruined him. Let's say it's paid back.
Why the tea and coffee fund? There was more money in the children's Christmas party fund.
What? Poor kids. I'd never nick off kids. That's immoral. You lot needed to be taught a lesson.
Send in the cleaners. Now.
No sudden moves, sunshine. This is a proper clean-up, and this ain't polish, it's corrosive acid.
Your son was kicked out of the force for nicking. He bought it on himself, and it was you who got him into it.
What happened to your son? We couldn't find him at the house.
He's dead. He couldn't live with the shame. It was dreadful. Coffee mate.
Coffee mate?
No thanks, mate. I've just had one.
No, not you, Knott. Coffee mate. What do you mean?
Yeah, he choked on it. It was accidental. He was reaching up to get it out of the cupboard and the top came off, went straight down his throat, choked him to death. If you lot hadn't have got rid of him, he'd still be alive. You're responsible for his death. You've got blood on your hands.
Well, hardly, Mrs. Muscle. The tea and coffee fund wouldn't fund your lifestyle, would it? There's something you're not telling us, isn't there?
You lot don't know the half of it.
Lock the place down!
What's going on, sir?
We're under attack. She's got outside help, sir.
Mother of God. This is bigger than we thought. Could be the work of an OCG. Jesus, Mary and Joseph and the wee donkey.
Lot have got no idea, have you? You don't know who you're dealing with or how deep this goes. None of you are whiter than white. Scum! Dirt floats to the top.
Oh, shut up, woman. Save it for the cause. Take her away. Jesus, who'd have thought it? This was about bent moppers, not bent coppers.
We're being cleaned out, right under our noses.
Yeah, perhaps the tide has turned. Mr. Sheen and Mr. Muscle didn't clean up, after all.
I think this is just the beginning. Somebody's playing a dirty game. H!